Today, they were on the badminton court. 6 months ago, these lot were heading off to the ballot box. Club 88 play racket sports at the Marina Centre in Great Yarmouth. This is a constituency that voted for a Reform MP back in the summer. So how do people think that Rupert Low's getting on now? First, people who voted Labour.
I have to say he's a lot more evident in the town. I do like the fact that he's giving his salary away monthly, which we did apply for, but I think he's going to be proactive for the town, although I would never have voted Reform myself.
Well, he's not, obviously, wouldn't have been my choice, but I do know that he is being quite helpful within the community.
The success of Reform at last year's general election was dismissed by most of the other political parties. They thought their MPs would get bored and let down their constituents. And when it came to policy, they thought while they make a lot of noise, they wouldn't have any workable ideas. But 6 months on, Reform are doing great in the opinion polls. They're now neck and neck with the Conservative Party. Rupert Low was one of 5 Reform MPs that won last year. Head into the centre of town and speak to the people that voted for him, and they say, so far, so good.
He seems to be doing what he promised. He's trying to obviously get things moving a little bit, and he's very active on Facebook, that's for sure.
What's this doing for the town?
You can see he has lots of battles with the local council, obviously, who are not obviously with his party, so that's I suppose that's giving him a bit of a kick up the bum. So yeah, it seems to be good.
He asks all the right questions in Parliament. There's a lot of things been done around Yarmouth. He's probably the best MP we've got in the country, I reckon.
Back at the badminton club, this was the 6-month review from people who voted for the Conservatives at the last election.
I think he's had a higher profile than Brandon Lewis ever did in the most recent time. He seems to be in the paper every week. He makes a point of donating some of his money to charity. So, you know, you kind of always hear of him, but if he's actually only doing anything for Yarmouth I'm not entirely certain.
So even though you wanted a Conservative MP, you are happy that Reform have taken over here?
Yes, I am so far, actually. I'm quite surprised that things have turned out so far looking better than I thought they would.
It's still early days for this Parliament, but some people in this town are starting to form opinions on the person they sent to Westminster to represent them. Robbie West, BBC Look East in Great Yarmouth.